Well, good afternoon, everybody. This show sometimes is like a bad team in a non-power four conference.
Perfect example.
You know what?
Actually, you know what? I don't think there's a better analogy than that. That's
I
perfect.
think, you know what? I think we're going to call the show the Miami of Ohio show. Like, we're not bad. We sometimes we're down by 7 at the half.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Anyway, of course, technical difficulty. First of all, no, you know what? First of all, this show is going to be different, I think.
Oh.
When we say technical difficulties, okay, and Dave, you're either going to agree with me or disagree with me.
Mm-hmm.
It sometimes is my fault. Like I give you, and sometimes there's shit going on in Dave's studio, whatever he's got going on. But a lot of times, and I don't care what anybody says, unless some of these podcast studios, and I for some reason have been listening to podcasts in the last 2 weeks, they are produced at these like $1 million studios with like a guy whose job is to not be funny or talented. He just sits there and like does all this crap. And they do editing, and these shows are edited. They do it like on a Monday. Show doesn't air till Friday. They pop in sponsors. They do all this stuff. Where I don't care. And Dave, you got to agree with me on this. These StreamYards, Duckyard, whatever the other one we were on, they are not. They're all made by LinkedIn, I believe, and they're not easy. They're just not very intuitive.
No, listen, I've used StreamYard.
I know you do it all the time, but like talking about you got to get someone on. It's just not the average person. It's just not. Sometimes the technical difficulties on the show are because of things that are just a pain in the ass to get done.
Yeah, I mean, I started the show today, and I was like, all right, let me test my headphones, and it just blared static in my ear. I'm like, oh, okay, good. You know,
right
at 12:59, and I was like,
yeah,
oh,
I know,
even better.
I know. Now, should we be on it 20 to 1, getting all set up? No, but that's not how we operate.
It's not even how we operate. It's just how things just don't. You know, I went to the gym this morning. I tried to get all this shit done. And,
I know. Believe me, I was doing. I actually prepped for these shows, but you know what? I just wanted to open up with that. I think we're not. You know what? But I tell you what, it's a very special show here because many don't realize.
Fan Appreciation Day for 3 of this. I don't know what he's trying to say. Maybe he's looking at the numbers on YouTube, but there are more than fucking 3. Thanks, Sam. Remember, we're streaming on 8 platforms right now. So if there's only 3 people streaming across 8 platforms, then I think it's time to
listen. You know I know Sam Grasso's a fan. He has 49 kids. They're all in college now. But you know what? A little Patreon, $3 a month, move the runners over in the 6. Anyway, Sam has the cheap shop I made, but that's okay. I love you anyway. Merry Christmas. Listen, this is show number 247, and those of you who don't know, Stephen Diddy driving off the road, his number is 47. He has we got to get Vin Diddy on the show again because he has the uncanny ability, no matter where he is, if he's driving in traffic, the car in front of him will have a license plate number 47. If he's watching the game, like if the Padres are playing the Detroit Tigers, he turns the game on, number 47's on the map.
Was that a number that he wore?
No, it's just a weird, uncanny number with him.
I wonder if that has anything to do with like anybody who's passed on or something.
No, it started out with when Seaver retired or got traded to the Yankees, and it was on the cover of the New York Post, and he looked at it, and then ever since then, number 47. I mean, literally, like he'll meet a girl at a bar, and how old are you? I'm 47. Like it's like weird. And I was actually witness to him with that. It's very funny. Then we laugh. Of course, it's all bullshit, but. Of course, so Venditti is 47. Then you got Jim Kitty Cott in 1979, wore 47. Ivan Nova. Do you remember Ivan Nova?
Yvonne, but yeah.
Yeah, I call him. You call him Yvonne. All right.
I mean, I'm just.
Then you got
pronouncing him how Sterling pronounces him. Okay.
Cut out of it. Shane Spencer. Okay.
Shane Spencer. Great throwback.
Now, here's something I did not know, and you're probably going to, this is something my brother's going to give me shit for. Another character on the show is my brother, obviously. Jesse Orozco wore number 47 on the Yankees. Did you know he was on the Yankees in 2003?
No, I did not.
Neither did I. Jesse Orozco. Of course, on the Giants, Will Demps. Did he just show him off the road? And for the Cowboys, for your dad, Dexter Clinkscale, which I thought had the coolest name ever.
Very good name.
And of course, Leroy Irvin, another famous NFL guy. But you know what? And I can't believe I didn't know this. I'm so stupid. Number 47 for the Pittsburgh Steelers during their championships, Mel Blount. Okay, now, Did you know what do you know what the Mel Blount rule is?
I did not.
Okay. He had the ability when he lined up against so if he lined up against CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Lamb would never get past the 5-yard line. He would just blow him out of his shoes because he was like a tough guy, these skinny receivers, and he would just blow him out of their shoes and they'd never get over. So the NFL, because of how good he was, decided, okay, Mel, you can't hit a guy after 5 yards. And so he had to change his whole game, and he still was good after that. So that is the Mel Blount, that 5-yard rule, which many purists hate, as I do, because the receivers, you can't even look at them wrong and they throw a flag. Anyway, now that's my 47. God, I remember when I was 47. You got years to go yet. Now
just 7.
Now I did something. I ordered baseball cards. They were supposed to come in.
You're gonna go off Temu again.
And no. I got more. My Temu products are still coming in. So I returned 2 of them, which is the best. Trying to return it.
God.
You know what they say?
Do they make it like, all right, look, there's companies out there that make it flawlessly, seamlessly easy. Does Temu make it easy?
Make it easy. They just go, you know what? Just keep it.
Dude, Amazon does that now. You know how many times Gucci decided to bunk the system early on in our day when we were ordering a lot of stuff to, like, you know, decorate the wall, whatever, you know, and if something didn't work and he had a duplicate at home, or something at home didn't work, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna put this in the box and send it back." I was like, "Well, that's not the product." He's like, "No, don't worry about it. They're not." I was like, "Huh?" Right? Next thing you know, we get new shit shipped to us, and it's no charge whatsoever.
It's insane how Temu's even worse. You don't even get it. Just they just say,
Dad's chiming in with something I can't even bring up at this point.
There you go. That's right, 47. We're gonna get to Trump.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I ordered a new couple of stacks of baseball cards from like the 2001, 2002 era. So now when we do these shitty players who I know, you're going to be better at it than even I am.
Wow, I like that. Wait, so they didn't come in yet?
No, they were supposed to come in eBay bullshit. And they didn't come in. So
you're buying them off eBay? Just go to freaking Amazon.
I did, but they wanted a lot of money for one of the years.
Just join one of Gucci's breaks or whatever, and just start bidding for cards.
I didn't feel like, you know what? Listen, it's my show, it's my baseball card segment. Leave me alone.
I'm off. Sorry.
So we'll be doing that, but I decided to say what would be funny to introduce this newer baseball card thing, and I decided to look up the 2002 Yankees.
2002 Yankees. So
do you remember who the backup catcher was for the 2002 Yankees?
Was it Pudge?
No.
All right. Was it? So Girardi won the World Series in 2000 against the Mets, and then Posada was still lingering around.
Lingering.
Yeah.
Posada, I'll tell you, Posada caught like 145 games that year.
All right. So wait. You got to give me a hint. Is he a veteran?
I didn't know who he was. I don't think you're gonna know. You know, I didn't. First of all, okay.
Give me his first name. First name, and I'll nail his last name.
Chris.
Gucci. No. Chris. Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, you're not gonna get it because I didn't know it.
Noakes. No.
And he has a New Jersey connection, but
oh, Jesus Christ. No, I'm never gonna get this.
Okay, the reason why I brought this up is because Posada caught like every game that year, which I didn't realize. His name was Chris Widger.
Tyson. All right, Tyson's cheating now. He's starting to drop notes in the private chat.
Okay, yeah. All right.
I wasn't looking at
it.
Listen,
this guy, first of all, he played only 21. The backup catcher played 21but games. That's not a lot, really.
Nowadays, that's just a testament to durable how durable.
Jorge. He batted .297, no home runs.
He had like 7 at bats. So what the fuck?
So, he played with 6 teams in 10 years: Seattle, Montreal, Seattle, Yanks, St. Louis, White Sox, and Baltimore. In 1998, though, he did catch 128 games, so he was a starter at one point with Montreal. But in the postseason in 1995, he was the backup catcher on that Seattle team that crushed Mattingly's spirit.
Oh, wow.
Of course, he was 0 for 5 with 2 walks in that. And he also ended up on the 2005 White Sox getting a World Series ring as a backup catcher.
What a
and
journeyman.
He was 0 for 1 for 2 walks. So basically, he was 0 for 8 in playoffs with like 3 walks, no hits.
But he's got rings.
But he's got a ring.
So he's LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah, 6 games, no hits, 1 ring. He was born in Delaware. He's a Jersey guy, and more importantly, those of you in the deepest of North Jersey, he is the manager of the Sussex County Miners up in Sussex County, which, by the way, is a gorgeous park. I've been there. It's really nice, actually.
Oh my God!
And that is who he is. So I thought it was funny to pick a guy. I was like, wait a minute, let me look at the roster of 2002. And I'm like, I don't remember this guy.
No,
I thought maybe you
2002. Isn't that the year we missed the playoffs? There was a year around that where we just completely
I have no idea. I
2000 we beat the Mets in the World Series. 2001 we lost to the Arizona Diamondbacks in the World Series, and I want to say we missed the playoffs the following year, but I could be wrong on that. Oh, I'll never forget. You know what the worst part is? All right, so this still stands to this day. My father, for whatever reason, it's either his internet or whatever. He's watching now. Remember, he's watching cable television, right? So like that's 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, and
right, you go up and down,
whatever, right? For whatever reason, he's always behind everybody else because
that's weird. Usually, sometimes cable's ahead,
right? So like my brother will text like, "Oh shit," and I'm like, "What?" Oh, like so I'll never forget. This goes back to 2001, I think. Because the TVs were different in 2001 because I had a little mini like 12-inch in my room, right? Little guy. And I'm watching the World Series, right? The 2001 World Series. Louis Gonzalez is up to bat, right? And I'm like, all right, Mo, just, pitch him inside, jam him, something. And my dad's downstairs watching the game, right? So all of a sudden, and I'm in my room with my buddy Kevin trying to, root for the Yankees to win the World Series. I hear, oh, no. And I'm like, what? Next thing you know, I'm like, oh no! Like it happened in delay, and I'm like, how the fuck downstairs? Like, how is this? I don't know.
Weird. That is, I know.
Weird.
I was in I've talked about it on the show. I was in a bar where the judge was going to beat Maris and all that stuff. And there was 2 televisions at this golf club. And the other one was tilted so you couldn't quite see it, but it was on delay. And I was watching the delay. And I told the bartender, I said, like nobody cared, but there was a lot of people in the bar. I'm like, sir, you gotta shut one off. Like, no, what do you mean? I would like
bark at bartenders.
I was like, no, you need to shut one of the televisions off. Otherwise, this is a terrible event for both. He's like, oh shit, he actually turned one off.
I've had to do that. I've had to yell at bartenders when they're like, "Oh, we're just gonna throw the game on everywhere now that these games are over," and it's like so out of sync.
No, you can't do that.
I'm like, no. Like, and then my dad will make the dad jokes when we're at watching the Red Zone and we see it live and happen, and then like we know they're like, "Let's see what just happened in Atlanta," and they're like, I bet you he scores. Yeah, it happened already. Like,
can't stand it. That kind of shit
horrible.
Makes me crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, so. We got Patreon. I got to give a shout out. I guess we're still mired at 55. We have more listeners now, so I figured we should add a LT somewhere, unless one of the Hogans or Clarks can have more kids. And listen, when the kid's born, don't they get a social security number, which means you can be a Patreon member right there.
I'll get my dad to shift it over because he don't know. He's one of those guys like, what am I paying for?
Most people don't even realize
the support of your son.
Yeah, one thing about Patreon, once people realize they've been paying for 4 years, they stop.
The worst, best defeating part about Patreon is when you could see when they started, and then it sees when they canceled. Right?
Yes. Right. And then sometimes
they're like, I'm not fucking paying for this shit no more.
It says no reason free or it says fraudulent.
Right. Oh, don't get me started. I've had so many problems the last couple of days.
Fraudulent day here, Shea. Well, shout out to Will Pena, Jeff Fulgione, and of course Johnny Box, who might be joining us in a second because I didn't really announce this is Fan Appreciation Day.
We said it last week on the show.
Yep. So, but before we get to that, well, first of all, don't forget chasingmiracles.com. Shit, your body needs here from the Omni. I'm wearing the patches now. They're awesome. There you go. Big shout out to Donna and Tommy who run this site, and they get this stuff. They're stem cell patches, all kinds of stuff. You put the patches on, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. They're used and they repair your cells and give you shit your body needs. chasingmiracles.com. Well, listen, you know what? We could talk. I'm not going to talk about sports. We just did a little bit, but first of all, it's just a bad time right now, man. like there's a couple of things happen in the news. We don't get political on the show or anything like that, really. But the Rob Reiner thing, like, Jesus, I mean, the guy gets murdered by his son, and you know what's? Everybody deals with mental health issues in this world, and you know, I'm sure the Reiners tried to help this kid, and I'm sure he was either drugs and mental health, whatever happened, but like, God, he stabbed them, sliced their throats. I mean, it's Rob Reiner, a great director. Forget about what you feel about him politically. Nobody deserves to get killed by their own kid. I mean, what an awful story. And it's like depressing. It's like, and even if you disagree with someone, it was just another voice on the other side. He doesn't deserve to die.
Yeah, I read it. I kind of read it out loud while we were watching the Cowboys Sunday night game, and my dad and my bonus mom were chilling watching the game with me. And I was like, "Hey, Rob Reiner died," and they're like, "How?" So like once we got the story out there, I was like, "Ooh, fuck," like it's just yeah. I mean,
and even now they're cutting to like they're trying to. It's like the story, and then of course I don't want to get into.
I mean, look, dude,
you know what? You got it sometimes. Okay, public service announcement from Jimmy Palumbo.
I'm probably going to say the same thing, but go ahead.
How can I word this? You just sometimes don't tweet anything.
Say nothing.
Say nothing.
Say nothing. Say nothing.
There's people in this world that you disagree with and you don't like, and there's people that have also texted horrible things. But like when someone gets grisly murdered by their own son, and the American public is very sad about it. God, just say.
I mean, look,
thoughts
Jimmy,
and prayers. I mean,
yeah, but Jimmy, just so we're clear, right? Just so everybody's clear, this shit works both ways, right? So that means like,
sure.
So back
Kirk
on my
stuff.
well, that's what I'm saying. Back on my 40th birthday, I had to find out about the Charlie Kirk stuff, and I was like, oh my God, and I was upset about it. I was enraged about it. How can this happen? Type stuff, right? And then then the stuff that really got me were the people that were like dancing in the streets over it, right? And I'm
crazy.
Like, what the hell is wrong?
Somebody died. Somebody died with a wife and kids.
That's what I'm saying. So that was my biggest gripe with all of that. I was like, I can't believe people are out there rooting for this type of shit, right? So like, it does work both ways. Meaning, after Reiner's story happened, you just don't. I don't care who you are and how powerful you are. You just don't say specific things about death. That's where I draw the line, man.
However, this is the 65-yarder kick to win the game. Those other people, they're not the president of the United States. Thank you very much, everybody. I love my work. Are you kidding me? It's different. Rob Reiner bitching and moaning about some lefty liberal cause or explaining blah blah blah. That's one thing. Okay, he's got a fan base. He's not the president of the United States, and you also are doing this while there's also anyway. I'm not going to talk about that. It's just like what Sam Grasso just texted here, commented. Just don't hit send. You can really dislike someone.
Oh, you know how many things are in my iPhone notes that do not make air because I'm just like, I have to get this off my chest, but I can't put this out there because I'm going to get crushed.
The biggest thing is it's a very depressing story, and it's different than the OJ thing. It's like it tackles into the mental health. And listen, I have some friends who have mental health issues, and I wonder sometimes, like,
you're talking to one. No, I'm saying you're on a show with a guy who's fallen off the handle a couple of times.
No, well, no. I wouldn't do that in front of you.
My co-host.
No. My co-host on the show. It's just, you wonder sometimes, and you think. I know some people that I said this and I was like, my God, would I be one of the guys? Oh, we didn't think. Anyway, thoughts and prayers to every one of us. And the poor daughter had to walk in on that. How do you listen? Game's over for her. How does that work?
You want to talk about mental health?
You walk in on your mother and father, and what? Then you got to go to the food town and get bread. Like, what do you? It's over. Yeah. Like your hard drive's erased. Anyway, also the shootings in Australia. People were praying on the beach and the guns shooting down, and finally some fat bastard ran over and just tackled the guy.
First of all,
he had the kindness not to shoot him dead with the old guy's own gun. He let him go.
That's the part that like rocked me. Like, all right, listen. If somebody in my mind and in my dreams, in my wildest dreams, if something were to happen in a public place, I'm always like, that wouldn't happen on my watch, you know? And you want to, take care of business. But in reality, would I have the balls to jump on a gunman, right? I don't think I would. In my mind, I am. In my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm taking him down, but in real life, real time, I don't think so.
I could see you taking him down. But then you got to get the gun and then point it at him. And I'm sure he was yelling, hey.
That was the biggest, craziest part about the whole thing. Like, taking him down because you jumped him from behind is a good thing, right? Crazy. And then on top of that, to point it back at the guy and have the restraint not to blow this dude into smithereens. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, dude. But shout out to him. He's a hero. He's somewhat of a hero. Listen, I mean, he's helping.
Rough, it's Christmas, Hanukkah celebration. There's this world. It's like everybody like, God, you know what it is? Everybody should be listening to this show because some people need to talk it over. You got whoa, little time out here, and you got to talk it over. Put the benches on the court. And let the assistant coach go over the next play.
And I don't know if you're
killing people anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're gonna bring this up too, but like I was sitting in the sauna this morning, and I'm scrolling through the Facebooks and the Twitters and all this shit, and there's like inside Brown universities.
Well, I was just gonna bring that up. I was just there.
Holy Christ!
I just went to Providence we're visiting for my daughter. We actually drove. I've never been to Brown University, and we drove through it. I was like, wow, Brown, what a nice. And Providence is a big city, but it's not. It's kind of like nice, and Providence is a beautiful campus. So is Brown. And I remember they were showing things. I just drove through that, and a guy walked into a room. He's sitting there, and the one girl, Kelly, her last name is Cook. A beautiful young girl, sophomore, involved from Alabama. And she said, come on, you're in a study room, you get shot probably and now they can't find it. Here's another thing, annoys my soul. They got cameras everywhere. Oh, really? And the cameras they're showing look like a 1978 VHS. I mean, come on, what happened to these cameras all over the place? They got to nail this guy. I hope they do.
The fact that it's taking this long is ridiculous.
It's just so there's just people that are murdering people for no reason. Anybody says we don't the mental anyway. The bottom line I'm bringing this up is because it just it's like I just was watching the news a little bit and I was gonna make a joke like hey, I watch Rutgers games and then I get this, but I didn't want to do that kind of material. Prayers for everybody. Please, everybody, you could be pissed off at someone, call them a jerk off, but with the killing, enough. And there's ways now, these guns shoot people in 8 seconds. You can make pipe bombs that can destroy things. Anyway, it's the Christmas season, of course, and it's depressing to me.
Segue day here, Jay.
Segue day. You know what? This season,
but
you know what?
It really does. It does bring people to the Looney Tune, you know what I mean? It does. This season,
I'm having a little trouble getting. My corner man is doing a great job out there, and we are not. The Mexican judge we're losing the fight right now.
Yeah.
And but I mean, I'm okay. But I got the decorations up, and I'm doing work on my kitchen. And anybody knows if you ever do work on your bathroom or kitchen, and next thing you know, you got no heating device. You got stuff in boxes. I tried to make a salad yesterday on top of this counter. I couldn't find where's the vinegar.
What a rough life you live.
I couldn't do anything. I'm aggravated looking at the shit up against my tree.
We'll try having a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old who drive are probably out a lot of nights of the week where they see the town and how many lights are up and ooh, and then they get to our house and they're like,
hello darkness, my old friend.
Why is
you didn't put the lights up yet?
We got they're up, but they're not to Stella's standards. She's like,
first of all, okay, perfect segue for this.
I don't have fucking time.
You are a complete jerk off, and here's why. I believe in tacky lights because the kids love them. That whole like Nordstrom's magazine cover of lights, that is the most boring. People do it all. I live in an area that has, not where I live, but there's money up here. And everybody has these pleasant. And then you get a guy in a $5 million house who says to himself, fuck this. I am tacky perfect. I am going to load this reindeer flowing on. There's glowing lights. Dude, you only have, because let me tell you something. In about 5 years, the kids will be like, Dad, I'm not helping you. I don't care. Like, they're going to look at you like, I swear to God, I'll send your ass to Walgreens.
There's,
right now
listen,
buy you.
just so we're clear.
I want
there are companies out there that will actually do it for you.
No, you don't think I know, but you don't think I know.
I'm just saying they're out there, right? And I'm not going to pay the money because I'm not an asshole. But like, what I'm saying is now there's even permanent lights. They stay there for the whole year, and all you got to do is flick a switch.
No, I've been to your house. But
here's the thing. The nicest to me, the nicest looking house is white lights, a nice spotlight on the house, and it's just a pure. Are you about to tell me that colored lights are better than what? Oh, here we go.
Time out. This is why. But first of all, there's the. Can
I walk that back real quick?
Okay, wait a minute. Time out a second.
No, you don't understand how that sounds.
No. There's a reason why God put me in your life. Okay, because you did. I'm the assistant coach at the end of the bench, and you might be scoring 28 points a game, but now you have 6 points, and it's the end of the third quarter, and all of a sudden the head coach goes, "Go sit by Jimmy for a minute." Listen to me. Your kids are 4 and 6. You got one shot at this.
I am well aware.
And the white lights with the spotlight on the wreath, your kids were going to look at you like. Matter of fact, I demand that when you're done working today, you go to a shitty Walgreens, or even better yet, a dollar store, and you light that shit up. All kinds of lights are blowing.
My dad has enhanced his house. He's got it's very basic on the lights, but he makes it up with the fucking inflatables that you put out. So we got a dragon fucking flapping his wings.
By the way, the reason why I'm holding off on the inflatables because they're like $110 a piece. So we're close out on that. But I swear to God, I'll drive down to your house. I'll go to Walgreens. I'll slap lights on the car.
Sam, you're an electrician, so I'm going to need you to come to my house and help me out here, man.
No,
so
you don't put the permanent lights on. That's no.
But then you can light it up at any given time.
No, the whole purpose is that you gotta get the box out, then you plug them in.
13 degrees out, Jimmy.
You got one shot at this. You know what? Wait a minute, time out. It's December 16th. Okay.
Well, that's
happy birthday
one of my
buddy Mike Ruane. First of all, there was. By the way, about 2 weeks ago, it was good evening, everybody. We are at Palm Springs here in New Jersey. You got to get the box out, untangle the thing. That's the right. And your kids are young. I tell you what, when they're 25 years old, go ahead, put the shitty white.
You know what?
You got to tacky it up. They don't care about.
Listen. I had great pride in saying, like, again, it's one of those. It's one of those old man sayings. So we're doing the tree, right? But we're also testing the lights to make sure there's strands that made it through the winter, there's strands that didn't. I don't know how the fuck that works, but whatever. So we're doing the lights. We're doing the lights, and my son is a bull in a china shop at all times, so he's always just trying to screw something up. The best part is when he's like running around the lights. I dropped the best dad line ever. I said, Miles, if you break one of them, they all go out.
That's how you know, man. See that?
But I'm getting so old so fast, dude.
Exactly right. But you gotta get the lights for the kids. I don't want to hear about how pleasant it looks. It's gotta rock, man. You get those colored lights, things spinning around. Tacky that shit up. The kids.
I'm pretty sure the neighbor down the street didn't know that they bought like the lights that sing. So I'm taking the garbage out last night and I hear like jingle bells. What the fuck is that? And I'm like, and I see the guy's lights blinking to the music. I'm like, oh, tell me he bought lights that sing.
Once again, I have to text your wife and say, I'm going to tell. Wait,
she's got enough on her plate, dude. I'm supposed to take care of this shit.
Wait a minute, isn't your wife in the decorative world?
All right. You want a little inside baseball?
Shameful.
You want inside baseball?
Okay.
She put the lights up.
I
was working. I came home and all of a sudden, hey, there's lights on the house. And I'm like, hey, what the hell?
The day after Thanksgiving, you get the boxes out. First, you get them go. That's a shame. Oh my God! You know what?
And my coworker Chris, coworker Chris Payne, I told him, I was like, I got to go out there and put the lights on the house. He goes, it's December 12th. What's the point? And you waited this long, and I'm like, I don't know. This is when I have time. What do you want to do?
Even Sam Grasso saying no, dude. That is, you know what?
That wasn't my call. She's so fucking independent. I could do everything. So. Dude, I didn't tell her to do it.
Dude, I
got home and the lights were on the house. What do you want me to do?
Tyson Hogan just told me that since Thanksgiving, you have watched 1,100 hours of football and you got no fucking lights on your house, okay? You have the ball and you're watching Cowboy games, and we're going to get to them.
The best part.
They stink, and the Giants stink. Everything stinks in sports.
The best part when I'm at my
working, you ain't working all the time,
when I'm at my dad's watching a full day of football. My bonus mom has the classic line at the end of the night, and she looks at my dad and she's like, "You haven't moved in 13 hours."
You're exactly right.
I was like, yeah. Well,
so wait a minute. You know what's good? You were talking about how cold it is. So I guess your wife's a little bit. She doesn't get affected by the cold.
Buddy, I'm trying to tell you that shit was done without my recognition. I was not told when this was going to happen. I got home. She texted me and said, "Hey, the lights are looking a little this year." I said, "Well, wait, hold on. You put the lights on?" She goes, "Yeah, I had the time. I just wanted to do it." And I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ."
Then there's got to be a little bush out front or something like that, and put those tacky lights on there immediately. They're on sale now.
You know what? You're going to make me just go Griswold on this shit.
I'm totally going to get in touch with your wife and say, show me the delightful job you did. I'm making a pleasant house because you're in that. But now I want to see in the next couple of days the shitty, tacky thing that Miles and Stella deserve. They're 4 and 6. You think they care about how pleasant?
I'm not out here saying they don't deserve it.
Did you take them for a ride looking at lights? Did you do that?
Bro, we've been to 3 drive-through lighting things. We've been to and that's another thing. That's the problem here. That's the problem. When they're 4 and 6, when they're 4 and 6 and they're doing what, like, my wife decided to, I don't know, just schedule a dozen things a weekend, right, for Christmas. And I appreciate it all. However, what the frick are these kids going to do in January, right? Like, I feel like we're overloading, and then they're going to now expect shit going forward. And that's not on me. That's on her.
It's because so wait a minute. Okay, so you're the call by the ref is holding Sergio family, wife being a wonderful, wonderful wife and mother. No first down. What are you talking about?
Penalties declined.
You just said in Latin, my wife's awesome. I suck because it's too cold. And I want to watch the shitty Cowboys.
First of all, there's no denying. There's no denying that I suck compared to her. There's no denying it.
Your dad put lights up, and he's good for 27
He's bored out of his face right now. He's retired.
No excuse. Put the fucking lights up. So that I got to get in touch with your father. I have to make you're making me work.
As soon as the show's over, I got to make some calls.
I'm going to get bonus mom involved.
She's celebrating Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah, bonus mom Barrett.
Happy Hanukkah, bonus mom. Tell your bonus kid, whatever she calls you, to put the fucking lights up. Oh my God.
Good times. Good times.
I didn't get any shopping done. Listen,
that's another thing. That's another thing. No, not yet. Last night.
You stink.
I'm sitting on the couch watching.
Worse than me.
I'm sitting on the couch watching the Steelers and the Dolphins.
This is.
And I look at.
Wait, no. Stop right there. Right there. I would be rushing. I am running down the sidelines telling the referees.
I had fantasy football implications to pay attention to. I did.
By the way, you're just digging yourself deeper.
Listen. So
no one should. My buddy Tommy Plinio is the only person. Nobody watched the Steeler Miami game yet.
Well, if you have fantasy shit involved, you will.
And so your wife is freezing her balls off outside. The lights look like shit because you didn't do the tacky one.
And what I'm saying is, last night I was like, "Oh shit!" You know what? We probably have to zero in.
You know
tomorrow.
what? You are. I'm going to start calling you the Aaron Glenn of dads right now. You got to fire me. You stink.
I'm going to get fired by Steph.
We both of us could be. Listen, every year during the holidays, you or I could easily be let go.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
we are renting here.
In my stocking, I'm going to take out this piece of paper. What is that, honey? What did you give me? A gift card or something? Oh, these are Oh, these are divorce papers. Okay, I understand.
You have been filed. Oh my God. Terrible. Bad job by you.
Mrs. Starchio, what is the reason for divorce? Dave made me put the Christmas lights while he watched the shit.
If I was a judge in Middlesex County, forget about it. Like, what game was that? Anyway.
Yeah, dude, Tyson, don't tell me anything about it because fucking DK Metcalf ended my season last night.
Well, the bottom line is,
all right.
The bottom line is that this is not host appreciation day. This is fan appreciation day.
Yes.
So
we have two in the queue right now. We have.
I was gonna do other shit, but just bring them on.
All right, we'll bring on Tyson Hogan first. He's been waiting since 10:30 this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Tyson Hogan. What's up, Tyson?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's happening?
What shirt are you wearing there? Which one's that?
Sweetness.
Walter Payton.
All right. The Bears are good now. Now you're wearing that shirt.
We've been a fan since '84.
You're a Bears.
You must be having a ball, huh?
Right. He's a Bears fan. Yeah, they're good this year. What are you gonna do?
It's fun.
What's going on? Do you have lights on in your house?
Dude, it's just a couple strings on the front bushes of the house, and then something on the front door. Right. Tasteful and minimal.
Right. How old are your kids?
14 and 11, but they don't live with me full time.
There you go.
So.
Right, so there you go. But you know what? You made the effort. You got the string lights up.
God.
And I love the fact that he's got the fan spinning in the background too. It looks like he's done it.
Oh man!
Well,
so Tyson, you enjoying your holiday season, man? Everything good?
Yeah, so far so good. Again, what you guys were saying earlier, mental health and all that. This time of the year, don't be afraid to speak up.
Mm-hmm.
Grab those loved ones, and hey, if you need to grab a Bushmills or a wild turkey and talk it over with somebody you trust, do it.
You know how many times Tyson's wound up in my DMs saying like, "Hey man,
no, I mean, dude,
yeah, I'm good." Yeah.
No, I especially when you
probably
can't
end up like dragging a Nighthawk if I lived in Jersey.
Especially when you can't be with your kids sometimes. I know that well.
Mm-hmm. It's tough sometimes.
All you do here, you hear one Bing Crosby song singing "I'll Be Home for Christmas," and that will do it here. And you just want to shut everything off.
Eyes get misty.
I was held at gunpoint last night. So talk about like doing festive shit. I got Steph came downstairs from putting my daughter to bed, and she's like, "Hey, can you do the elf tonight? I'm tapped." And I was like, "Oh, come on,"
you actually.
But
okay, I got an idea.
I did it. I didn't. It wasn't great. I mean, I put the elf in a stocking, and then I put like the rest of the stockings with the other characters and shit.
I got an idea. I used to do this with my daughter, and it was a winner. Go to Walgreens, spend about $12, and put lights up in Stella's room around her bed. Make it like a Christmas sleigh with the blinking lights, bro. $12. You come home, hang on, open up. Santa actually came by, stopped by, opened up, and she sees the lights around the bed. You're not going to win the game,
idea.
But you're not going to win the game. But you're going to cover this bed.
That's a great idea. Hey, Steph, can you put the lights up?
I'm telling. The only thing is, you got to do it twice for Miles. I'm telling you, I used to do it. Now I used to do it along the top of the ceiling, but that's a pain in the ass.
How do you feel about the projector? My friend Becky's coming.
No, that's off. What are we doing here? No.
My dad used to call them lazy lights. They're the ones that just jerk on it. Like the whole thing is just nothing.
Mail it in.
I'm hanging out with your dad on Christmas Eve. This is
my God.
None of that projecting lights out.
It's so easy though.
No, Becky. No, it's not Becky. You got to get the box. And
I've known ready for this though. I've known Becky since we both worked together at the United Skates of America in Woodbridge, New Jersey. And true story. Got to tell it on the air real quick. We're friends. We're hanging out, having a good time. We both worked.
She didn't hang a slider in the parking lot, did she?
No. Whoa. Jesus Christ. Family show. No. What happened was what had happened was, we used to,
covering up.
I'm dodging bullets here.
He's hurt.
He's cut. So we used to, screw around and play, hide, almost like a hide and seek type thing, right? Like, because we're both in the, not just me and her, everybody. Like, we're all just, we're playing, we're doing this in the kitchen because I was a cook. She was a cash register person. So one time she goes into the freezer to get something. As a joke, I close the door behind her, and I'm like, ha, now you're stuck in the freezer, right? Then she right on the window and wrote, "I'm dying," and I was like, that's funny. So then I open the door. She's like swollen. She goes, "I'm allergic to the cold." And
oh my God.
Oh my God.
Wait, time out. I'm ripping Becky a new ass for putting her projector lights up. Then you tell me she's allergic to the cold. Last I checked, you have no allergies to anything, no cold, no nothing.
No.
So sorry, your neighbor's not allergic to the cold, are they?
What was that?
Your neighbor's not allergic to the cold, are they?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
as you leave him outside.
Well, listen.
All right. Well, we got Tyson. We also have best story ever. See, she knows. She survived.
She survived. Yeah. You know what? Hey, Becky, why don't you go put fucking lights on it? So I insist that Dave, you got do the light thing.
All right. I'm on it. Let me find a pocket of time.
I want video, and next week Christmas show, I want to see your work.
All right.
And by the way, what time is to get home from school? You got about an hour and a half to get.
3. That's what I'm saying. I might have to push this to tomorrow, but
get it done.
I'll get it done.
But listen, Tyson, I can't thank you enough all year long. You've been awesome. I got a million. First of all, I got so many family members on here that are Hogans. I don't even know who the hell I'm talking. Let's see. Who do we got?
Jesus Christ.
I got Tyson. What do we got? We got Bruce. By the way, like the Hogans and Clark are like one family to me now.
They're all. I just feel like this is one big.
I got Diana, Bruce, Angie, Gracie, and Tyson.
You know what the best part is though? When Tyson signs up all these people, it's like almost like one of those people that put like their names on the Disney blocks, like on the floor.
Yeah,
like, I'm just gonna dedicate this. So Tyson's putting out all this money and just dedicating it to all these family members. It's not like they went on the Patreon. Like, I'll find Jimmy.
No, you know what? That's not true. I get texts all the time. Gracie is a big time fan. So is Bruce.
Christ almighty.
Allman Brothers fan.
Don't forget Cannon.
Oh, Cannon. That's right. You know what? I put that. Cannon.
Way to go,
right here,
Jimmy.
Cannon Hogan. But I appreciate it, brother. I really do.
I appreciate you.
So fan appreciation day, and
Tyson, man, have a good time the rest of the way, and we'll obviously talk a lot.
And
absolutely, guys. Thanks for this as always, and bear down.
Good luck.
Tyson and Daryl we're on a little text thread, and you might be getting a very interesting text after the show. I'll tell you more about that next week.
All right, Tyson.
Tyson, we'll see you, buddy.
I'll send you to the locker room as we bring in the one and only Johnny Box.
Hey,
Johnny,
hello,
buddy. Box, what's up?
What's up, man? Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
You still in Connecticut over there or what?
I am. Yeah, I've been hiding from my boss for about 45 minutes. This is going to be funny if I duck out. So I was sitting at my desk. So I work for a pretty.
The name of the company.
Well, yeah. So Jimmy, you'll get the hint here. I work for a pretty well-known. I work for a subcontractor for a pretty well-known aerospace manufacturer here in Connecticut that someone in your family might know something about.
Oh, maybe.
No connection, but yeah, no connection. But no nepotism, no connection here. This one was earned. But so I'm an inspector, and I'm sitting at my desk, and I said to my boss, I said, listen, today's gonna be a little different. Tuesday, he knows, don't bother me between 1 o'clock and 2:15. And so he's like, well, you're going to be on today? He goes, how fucking desperate are they going to have you on? I said, yeah, no, I get it, right? The face and voice for radio over here. So,
well, first of all, you're
so I
wearing
said, listen,
the
I said, I'll be back in like
shirt,
5.
I love.
Right. Yeah. So I didn't quite. So I like Tyson's. Right. Like Tyson's a great guy. I love this guy. Right. So we're friends on Facebook now. He's funny as hell. So that was my first thought. Was like, geez, I got to be funny today because you guys are funny and Tyson's funny. And
well,
I'm gonna
listen.
And then as the show was.
I'll give you a softball right here. What kind of Christmas lights do you have?
Okay. I knew that was coming. All right. So I got to be good about this, right? Because I follow Sturcio religiously because of our affiliation with the Dallas Cowboys. So I have the real straight line white lights on the house, but I'm a little bit of an engineering freak. So I make them so they're on, I hang them on my, on the house, and they come down in one piece, and I store them. But I've got a 16-foot spruce tree in my yard, and that's got 8,000 of the old school colored lights on it. So I got a little bit of both. So
okay. And how old are your kids?
Thank you.
How old are
they? 24, 23, and two 21-year-olds.
You are so far ahead.
And half of them are still
right
home.
Now.
So
you're so far ahead of Sergio.
I enjoy that part of the show. I enjoy all parts of the show, but like all three of our girls were dancers. We're a Brady Bunch family, so all three of our girls were dancers. So Jimmy, when you're talking about recital weekend and then knowing what Sturch is getting into with that, and I'm like, listen, man, I had dark hair. I tried to tell you see this shit? I had dark hair. It's all gone.
I feel like an offensive lineman. And I feel like an offensive lineman, and I got beat. And the only thing I yell out is, "Look out!" Listen, man. Thanks for all your. I was talking to Beth at the Palumbo party. She was saying that you're really a big fan of the show, and we kid around about our shitty audience, but we have like a bunch of people that really do enjoy the show. They know things like I'll get texts and messages that say like, "Oh, Dave must be bummed about the Cowboys," and little things that I know come from the show. It's not everybody knows the Cowboys. I get specific messages, so I love that people are listening to my nonsense. But I feel like I'm hearing my voice back. Is that
I catch myself. That's okay.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate it.
Thanks. So I catch myself doing it, and I appreciate everything you guys do. It's a ton of fun, and you make my Tuesdays go by. And Dave, well, I guess we'll talk about that later. I
got to text Brett and Keith and get that show rolling. So it's gonna be a depressing one this week. So we'll figure it out, and hopefully Eberflus has been fired before we even record. So we'll see.
All right.
Take care, man. Thank you so much, bro.
Fingers crossed.
We'll see you, buddy. Anybody else in the room?
Later.
No, those are the two Neanderthals that decided to come in.
See how much we can get back. I'll be. Well, let's see. I did a stand-up show on Friday with Ryan Marr, and just the guy said like, keep it kind of clean, right? And then I get there, and he's like, "Hey, the pastor's here. You got to keep it clean." And next thing you know, I go, Ryan Marr comes in, and I love Ryan. He listens to the show, and I hire him all the time. He's a great comedian. And I'm like, dude, they just told me like squeaky clean. He's like, he just sat in 2 hours of traffic. He's like, he looks at me, he's like, fuck that. I'm like, dude, the pastor's right in the front row. But I get on stage, and not only was the pastor in the front row, the average age was 75. I got to give a shout out to the Larson family because they always come to see me. They're from Ramsey, and they're always there. And then right in front of me, literally 20 feet from the microphone, was a crucifix, a big one. And I'm like, I can't curse now. But we had a killer show. It went really well. Knights of Columbus in Oakland. From the outside, it's the most miserable. I don't know what's more miserable, MetLife or the outside of this Knights of Columbus place. But on the inside, like every Knights of Columbus, gorgeous bar. I'm like, no wonder why people still come here. We had a great show. Shout out to Ryan. And I will see him on Saturday because we're doing the kid Johnny DeLeo, who was the kid in the family with me, that De Niro, Tommy Lee Jones, Jimmy Palumbo picture.
Your girl's in a new show, by the way. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
New movie.
Is it a movie or a show? I haven't watched
I thought it was a show, but it turned out to be a movie. I walked in the other night and Steph was watching.
I've been trying to kick it in touch with her, I guess, but I've been trying to send her some Instagram notes thinking that maybe, because I noticed she is active on social media and some of the posts seem like they're coming from her, but who the hell knows? She's a big star. But we're doing a show Saturday at the family business Christmas party. It's like a private show. So that's going to be, God knows what's going to come out of my mouth. Down in Marlboro at some restaurant.
Oh, so you're down near me.
Yes. And if you're around
passing the studio.
Yes, indeed. So that ought to be fun. I did have a booking last week for voiceover for Stouffer's. Of course, I had to go to my next door neighbor because my kitchen's all shin god. And he not only let me use his dining room table to do this voiceover, I had to move the microphone. Do you think I'm bad? By the way, if you live near me, I don't know, Dave, I'm so sorry. You got to come here and take it. I was like moving wires. It was a nightmare. I got the voiceover done. Hopefully it'll be, it's like a demo kind of thing, but if it goes into something real, it'll be nice. So that was my last week. But of course, if
Sam's in Marlboro, where he said where in Marlboro?
I don't know. I got to get the name of the restaurant. I probably got
it's a private event.
Yeah, but I might be able to sneak some people in. I'll let you know. I got to find out the name of it.
Well, I'll be busy putting fucking lights on this house.
Yeah, you're doing tomorrow. So you can do the bed thing. I'm telling you, dude.
That is actually a really wonderful idea that Stella will get an absolute kick out of. So,
and you can also get the LED ones that they're on a roll.
Mm-hmm. I used to hang those at the studio.
And then you click on the button, and she can turn them all in different colors. They're not expensive. They come on a huge roll. You got to cut it only once, though. It's a weird way that way. Anyway, but get the shitty lights. Put them around her bed. She'll go nuts.
Get the shitty lights. It's a new commercial.
But of course, speaking of shitty lights, after you do that, I'm sure you won't wipe your feet. You're going to have shitty carpets inside of Stella's room, and it's time to call Oxy Magic USA, the best carpet cleaning service in the area, in the country, actually. 80 locations nationwide, soon to be 81 in the new year.
Here in the photo.
Give them a call, OXY Magic USA. Talk to Tom and Natalie. They're awesome. They'll be coming here because I spilled olive oil all over my rug.
By the way, I love how AI decided to put you in your Rutgers jersey over the fucking hazmat suit, which is even better.
And it's number 31, which
that's your boy, yeah.
That's great.
But I think that actually, you know what? AI said, you know what, Jimmy? You're no longer Mr. 706. They just changed you to 700.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Did they out in that last game?
Did the official score that they decided it was an error on that? I went to 706. Anyway, go to Oxy Magic USA and get your carpets clean before you have guests, or maybe wait if your carpet's
wait till
decent.
after Christmas, just in case.
Wait till after. Depends on who you got coming over. If you want to be just like that.
Tyson's bent now. He's like, oh shit, Mr. 700. Now all your 706 merch has to be changed.
Everything's got to be changed. 706. All right. We'll get to it. Listen, bro, I mean no disrespect. Although I just disrespected you in regard to Christmas lights. Dude, the Cowboys, dude, they suck, bro. Dude, I'm sorry. I was probably the most I watched the game. They're up 23-17, right? And they have parts. CeeDee Lamb and Pickens and Dak Prescott's having, I don't remember a quarterback having a better year than him. And then to me, in real time, seemed like 45 seconds later, they were down by 8, and it was like over. And like I'm telling you, there's something wrong. The whole thing is wrong over there. They don't stink like the Giants stink. It's a different stink. They're like one of those teams that just, you know what, you're going to be picking, but that was a winnable game because you know why? The Vikings stink, bro. How can you lose to the Vikings?
And you know what? Now
you must have been. I was going to text you. I broke the code. I was just going to text you, dude. You must be out of your mind right now.
No, you know what? Believe it or not, I was at my dad's. Me, my dad, and my bonus mom, just all three of us. No kids, nobody else. It's just us because it's Sunday night, so it's you stay up late and shit. I was pretty even keel. I was pretty like, yep, this was expected. Because after that 3-game winning streak and you're beating the teams that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. My dad was like, you know what? I think they might have beaten those teams on adrenaline. Because I just don't because after the Lions game, you're getting picked apart, right? And then you're like, all right, let's bounce back. Hey, we still got a shot. We still got a chance. Like, let's do this. Right. We just went, blah, blah, blah. Then the Vikings come in, and the Vikings were mathematically eliminated 3 hours before the game. So you're like, oh, shit, they got nothing to play for. Little did I know. Guys like J.J. McCarthy want to make sure that they get on the national stage. He's dancing in the end zone. That's the only part where I was like,
oh, you must have been nuts.
I was like, I will beat your ass, you little.
By the way, I was fooled. I was following the other run.
Oh, dude, I was like, "Ooh, stop!" Nope, there he goes. Peyton Manning pulled that off long ago, and I'm like, dude, yeah.
No,
their defense, their defense is atrocious, and their defensive coordinator is even worse. That's bottom line.
Cowboy, listen, he just got a new coach. Can't get rid of him, but man,
no.
And it's a shame too, because and this, like Dak Prescott is having a great year. There's no question.
But his window's closing, man.
Well, closing. It's like I feel like Dak Prescott was the backup for Staubach. That's how
he's been playing for 10 years. That's a decade.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
they stink.
The Giants. I tell you what, okay. I make predictions on the show, and I get mocked out how wrong I am a lot, but I'm right a lot. Am I the only one going, if we have the number 1 pick, are we sure about Dart? Are we sure? If I was the owner,
you ask
I
the
would.
fans, and they fucking love this mashed potato at this point.
If I was the owner of the New York Giants, I would sit in a room with no furniture, just 2 chairs. I would look, hopefully it'll be the new GM. Things will go my way. I would say, listen, the draft's in April. Are we sure?
Yeah, but are you sure that anybody coming out is better than Jackson Dart? Because
they were all better collegiately.
I mean, if I'm the Giants, there's only one way to go about this, and that is get a haul for your pick. Meaning somebody's going to be desperate. Yes. Somebody's going to want Mendoza. It could be the Jets. Like somebody's going to want that kid so bad to be their future guy, and the Giants are like, cool, give me 3 number 1s.
Or I want to hear like in the second round, the Giants will be making every pick. And the Giants are going to fuck that up. Anyway, I thought Dart was horrible. The Giant
my boy, the guy who co-owned, my friend Chris Payne, he co-owns Fight Factory with me. He goes, he's like, he texted me this morning, I'm in a bad mood. I bought all this Jackson Dart shit to get signed, and I said, to get signed for what? He's like, I'm taking my son and a buddy of mine and his son. We're gonna go to a Jackson Dart camp of some sort. I said, wait a minute.
He's running a camp now.
I said, so is he going to teach you how to not slide? And like, I was like, Jackson Dart has more trips to the medical tent than he does touchdown passes. Like, are we being serious right now with these fucking camps? Are we kidding? Like, come on, it is. They get paid. You've been around them for a cup of coffee.
They get $50,000.
Yeah, of course. Dude, of course. It's always.
The Giants. Listen. As bad as the Giants are, I think the Jets in a weird way are worse because they made this right hire. The Jets stink. The Giants stink. It's awful. But here's a team that doesn't stink, but the thing they're playing in stinks. Tonight at 8:30, Dylan Harper takes on Jalen Brunson. What is it called again? The Breeders' Cup? What is it?
Knicks take a 1-point lead.
It's called the NBA Cup, and let me tell you something.
Supported by like Arabs and everything. And, first of all, nobody over 40 likes this thing. Now we're in it to win it, and I heard that the players actually do get a nice check. And I heard the players
50 grand. 50 grand.
Yeah, and I think the players have a lot of them have their charities set up, and that's one. So the players are going to be all in on this.
But you know what's funny though?
But here's the big thing. If you want to call it the NBA Cup, you want to do that, fine, with the ugly fucking floor and all that stuff. But here's what you cannot do. Bad enough, Carmelo Anthony might have his jersey hung up. That's bad enough. If the Knicks win tonight, they're going to hang up an NBA Cup banner.
Oh yeah. So here's the fun.
Do you realize that? The Jimmy Palumbo show is like in 4th place on the banner list at the Garden. In other words, my brother should be hanging from the banner. Like my brother's name should be up there. That's awful.
So it's like all right. So it's like the when me and Gooch started our show early on. I used to say I was like the dumbest thing in the history of things is the NFL power rankings, right? Because they mean shit. They mean nothing. It's like, are you 5-1 or are you 1-5? That's how you can determine if you're good or not. So when the power rankings came out, I'm like, this is so stupid. And then when they're like, well, Dallas is number 2, and I'm like, I mean, the power rankings are okay. I mean, so this is where I was at. I posted it. I posted it the other day in Chop Sports, and I said, nobody under the sun gives a rat's ass about this NBA Cup. I don't care how far the Knicks go in this, right? And now they're in the finals, and I'm like, we can win the NBA Cup tonight.
Right. So bad.
I get excited about it. I'm like, I'm going to watch this stupid thing now.
And the thing that blows me away, especially, I used to say this for years, that the guy on the Spurs, Wembyana, is that how you say his name?
He's like,
okay, he's 9'8". He's 9'8", and he dribbles better. He could start on the Knicks as their backup point guard, as well as he dribbles and he shoots. And I know this, when Rutgers gets a guy that's like 9'5", he can't dribble, he can't shoot, he can't speak English, and he fails out. It's like, that's who Rutgers gets. But this guy's a stud. He's
great.
So
I love Sam. You're not wrong, bro. Dave's gonna be at the banner raising.
You know what? I'll tell you what. If the Knicks win, I'll go. We'll do a live in the hallway.
Wembanyama. There.
Wembanyama. To me, it sounds like a Japanese restaurant on Route 17.
It's Benihana. It's Benihana.
That's his brother Benny. This is his brother Wem. You don't know his brother Wem? There's Benny and there's Wem.
Oh, that's such an old man joke. Oh my God.
Yes, it is here at Shea. Another thing. Well, listen, I can't wait for watch some more Rutgers hoops. They're really strong. They play UPenn, and on December 29th, I will be at the Delaware State game at the Rack.
Oh God!
And Rutgers hoops is bad.
As bad as they are, I still want to see the seats. I still want to go.
You're on you have a shot.
I'm on the short list.
But I got to make sure it's not one of those. You know, how Rutgers does those like. When a game, here's how you know you stink. Ready? When there's a game, basketball near a holiday, and they do those 2:00 starts, but everyone's at work, and you're like, "What is it?" It's like, and Big Ten will promote the shit out of it. But my good buddy Brian Ellerby, who's been on the show, is the assistant athletic director at Delaware State. He will be there, so I'm going to be meeting him. So
didn't he coach at Rutgers? No,
he was a coach at Rutgers. He coached at Michigan. Head coach at Michigan.
How about Michigan's coaching situation right now?
Well, my next note, Michigan coach. Hey.
As we eclipse the 1 hour mark, be a little dragged out.
Now I'll be political. Okay, I had to read. First of all, Rutgers plays Michigan and Penn State next year, so I'm like, part of me thinks,
we're gonna beat them both.
Is it possible that the gods have finally said, wow, this program stinks. Let me give them a break by having the coach fuck everybody over the last 10 years. Every girl, if you walked in as a freshman, my name is Susie. I'm a freshman. He was banging you. Okay. They knew about it. It was awful. And then I have to read online, and I'm going to say it. People are like, well, that's the black man in our society. Black. I don't care if he's white, green, yellow. First of all, you can't sleep with. First of all, you're married with 3 kids. You're sleeping with people that you work with, and you're blaming like the government or the situation. No.
It's the same assholes who just wouldn't give Sandusky another chance. It's
like what? I said no. This is not Sandusky. This is just a guy, probably have a little gin and juice and banging everybody around. It's awful. This guy, and then he threatened with a butter knife. They say that. Now listen. The guy has mental health, so I'll stop my rant right there. But he should have been fired. He probably should have been fired before. And all right. And Michigan, though, Michigan's been in so much trouble.
Wait. Who are they saying has mental health issues?
The head coach.
Okay.
Coach, yeah.
So look, and this is all.
So get help, man. Get help.
No.
You just can't coach
I agree. If there's actual issues, I agree. However, you cannot use that shit as a crutch either. So you are a piece of garbage who's like, mental health. Like you can't, that's not, like if you're not diagnosed by a doctor or some shit like that, you can't just come out and say like, oh, I've been going through it, so I've been going through all the females too. Like you can't do that shit, dude. Especially on where you're at in life. Like, are you out of your mind? Like, good Lord.
And listen, I guess he can have a second chance, but like 5 years from now.
No.
How much you want to bet he ends up
0?
Coaching? He'll be at,
I say that because of how shitty he was, but then I'll see like Mike Vick is now coaching somewhere else and that mother effer drowned dogs. So
here's what's going to happen.
For sport, nonetheless.
Here's what's going to happen 9 years from now. It is a gorgeous day in Piscataway opening day, and Rutgers taking on a school that no one knows, of course. Little known fact, coached by the ex-Michigan of the Carteret Rough Riders.
That's like, all right. For instance, that's like any team taking a chance in the NFL, taking a chance on John Gruden right now. So like all that shit that came out about Gruden,
people wouldn't touch. He fought it each time.
People wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. So now you're telling me that this guy gets fired for what he did.
You never know, man. This
university is going to come back and say, you know what? Listen, if they were willing, like, no, bro, like you screwed up. It's over.
Listen, bottom line is Gucci might be hosting next week, but that's the kind of. All right. Well, which brings us to now. You talked about the power rankings. You hated that. Well, there's a list here that's very important in our national spectrum.
Very accurate. Sometimes.
The Absolute Eyewear, 42 Main Street, NFL. Absolute Eyewear, getting involved, 42 Main Street, Woodbridge, New Jersey. Go talk to Craig and Johnny Mashaw, Jaybird. Go check them out. They're the best opticians anywhere in the world, according to me and Dave, especially when their air conditioning's working. In the summer, it's even better.
And one day I plan on walking in there with Janine working.
Yes, it's called Absolute Craigswear at this point. Let's go. NFL.
I'm messing with you, Johnny. I love you to death. Merry Christmas. Let's get a beer. Let's get a beer at the
She
brewery.
just sends me random glasses and I wear them. I'm wearing them right now.
Try these. These are leftovers. Try these.
That's exactly by all the samples. Oh, what a bust. Let's see. Bust me, not them. Okay. NFL stinks list. Here we go. New England Patriots. God, they're very good. Got to give it to them.
Not after last week. That was their first hard opponent in a long time, and they were up 21-0, and they lost. So
Patriots are 11-3.
I don't give a shit who they beat. Go ahead, Mr. Stinks List. Go find me who they beat.
I don't care. They beat.
I know.
My team had
11 wins. 11 wins.
They're 11-3. I'm giving them the very good Buffalo Bills. Sorry, good. Miami Dolphins, average. Jets. Yeah, I haven't.
I couldn't even watch them last night, and I made the joke.
I haven't been average because I dropped them, and plus that whole division, the Jets are atrocious.
Tua might be a righty.
Exactly right. Pittsburgh Steelers again. Everybody writes off Tomlin. Then it gets cold out. It gets late, and everybody. This has nothing. This to me is all Tomlin. Nothing to do with what's his name, quarterback.
I love Tomlin.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, they stink. They're 8-6. They're leading the division.
They're going to win that division.
I know. And the Baltimore Ravens, 7-7. You're average, but if I don't know what their game out. I guess. Cincinnati Bengals, you stink. The Browns are atrocious. Shador was throwing the ball all over the place. So
yeah,
great.
your boy.
He's my favorite.
Your boy gets a real defense to play, and all of a sudden he's like, "Ooh, how do I play quarterback? I forgot."
Listen, he needs a full camp.
Oh, okay. That's it. Yeah.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
He had a full camp, by the way. He was there the entire time.
Yeah, but he had to force. I took more snaps than he did. The Jacksonville Jaguars are good. The Houston Texans, I don't care. You know what? When you win 6 in a row, you got to make the good list on it, Jimmy. That's how it goes.
Love their coach. Love their defense. They're good.
I agree. 9-5. They're in good shape. I think they're close to clinching a playoff berth. I think.
Yeah.
Indianapolis Colts, it just all fell to shit.
But
you know what?
How great?
Rivers, I watched it on NFL Red Zone. You know what? His passes were wobbly.
They're all ducks.
But you know what? He didn't do that. He didn't do that bad.
He had a chance to win the game. And I was like, oh my God, this is really going to happen.
It's a shame for the Colts, but I only cared about them because Daniel Jones was there. Now I don't really care.
Bro, how about this? I don't know. A little nugget. Phillip Rivers comes back, right? What number was he wearing? 17. What number did Daniel Jones wear? 17. My man came in and took his number off his back.
The number of his back.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit. And I'm like, that is some.
God. I did not know that.
Shit.
I feel bad for. Listen, good for him. But I'm not a Colt fan. I was just. Tennessee Titans are atrocious. I mean, dear God, 2-12. The Denver Broncos, who I think are, they are like Tommy Hearns in the second round of a big match. But they're 12-2. They won 11 in a row. I mean, this is nuts to me. I only go by if the Giants play well against you, you must stink. But I gotta keep it very good. The LA Chargers, I have you at good, 10-4. The Chiefs, bye-bye. Now, that's one of the predictions made by the Jimmy Palumbo Show after the Chiefs-Giant game. Let's go back and listen. I was like, you know what? The Giants should have won that game by 14 points. The Chiefs stink. It's over. I was right.
But you will not, under no circumstances, take away the value of the Cowboys beating the Chiefs on Thanksgiving.
I'm not diminishing that.
I'm taking that one to the heart because that's all I got. So
that's all you got. So take it. I agree. I have no problem with that. And good news on Mahomes. I heard the injury. What the rule on AC? A buddy of mine called me and said, when you have an ACL and they do surgery relatively quickly, that means it's still shitty. But it's like it's better when you got to wait that month. That means
that's what happened to me when I tore my ACL. I tore my ACL and meniscus at the same time, and for whatever reason, my doctor was like, "Let's repair the meniscus first, get that strength, and then we'll repair the ACL." So I was like, "All right, yeah, whatever." I'm listening to the doctor; he knows everything. Yeah, no, that was the worst decision I could have made.
My buddy Larry had to wait like 6 weeks. And of course, the Raiders, man, what a mess over there. You're atrocious. Then we got the NFC East. Okay, well, you know what I'm going to say here. Mm-hmm. I still think the Eagles are average. Don't care. They will not do well in the playoffs. The Cowboys stink. The Commanders stink. And the Giants are atrocious. They're 2-12. The Giants are 2-4 at home, 0-8 on the road, 1-4 in the division, 1-9 in the conference. They have 300 points for and 396 points against. Losing streak is at 8. That is atrocious anytime. Now, the NFC North, Tyson Hogan, I'll do it each one. Chicago Bears, we both have them as good. The Green Bay Packers, we both have them as average. The Detroit Lions, I think Tyson was feeling Christmassy. He gave the Detroit Lions average. I think they stink. I've been saying that.
You think the Lions stink?
I do. They stink. You know why? Another game the Giants should have won. And the Minnesota Vikings, Tyson has them at average. I'm sorry. I think the Vikings stink.
Hey.
So Darryl Clark, one thing about me and Darryl Clark, we might be on the same page here because why? We both have the entire division stink.
Mm-hmm.
That division stinks. 7-7, 7-7, 5-9, and 4-10. Oh dear God. The NFC West, the Los Angeles Rams, very good. The Seahawks, I gotta put them at very good. They just won 4 in a row. It's crazy to me. They're very good. The 49ers, I got as good. I thought about it for a second. They won. Look at this division, okay?
10 wins for 3 teams.
The Rams have won 2 in a row. Seahawks have won 4 in a row. The 49ers, and this was December 16th. This ain't like September. Who they played? No. They have a winning streak. And of course, in last place, the Arizona Cardinals balancing it out by losing 6 in a row. They stink. So
you want to talk about a quarterback that could possibly be on the move next year to one of the tri-state area teams. We'll just keep that in mind. Just saying.
You really think so? Oh man.
It's a contract that they can get out of by trading, and I would not be surprised if that little guy was the quarterback of the Jets next year. I really would not be surprised.
And he'll get hurt 4 hours in. So we have 5 atrocious, 12 stinks. So that's 17 teams in the NFL are atrocious or stink. 4 average, 7 goods, but we have 4 very good teams in the NFL. To me, it seems top heavy this year. It's like way shitty and way good. So that's the NFL stinks list. What time?
Yeah, my boy TJ is not a fan of the Eagles ranking here. He's saying average. LOL. I'll tell you right now. Right now, dude. They are. Listen. Bravo! You'll win the division. You'll be the first team in the NFC East to win back-to-back divisions since you did it back in 2002. But I will tell you right now, I don't. There's no way. There's no way they get out of the first round this year. I'm sorry.
I agree. I don't think they're going to do much. Okay, a couple of quick things.
And now that
we got to go
win the fucking Super Bowl, but
the Eagles have done it again.
I've done it again.
I've been watching Landman, which is starting to heat up. God, the daughter on the Landman, she just talk about Wembayana.
Calm down.
She just takes.
No, but even not for nothing. And of course, like the younger, she's hot, right? But like. Every time I see Allie Larder, I'm like,
Allie Larder. No,
damn, you've come a long way since Varsity Blues, dude.
I've said this before. The young girl on Landman is very hot, but with 8 seconds to go, the ball's going inside Allie Larder.
and make no mistake about it, 60-some-odd-year-old Demi Moore is still, she can still start.
9 points a game, 27 minutes. I got one more episode of Black Mirror, which this show, man, I know it started off fucking a pig, but this show is so.
And that guy, by the way, if you're a first-time listener, that's not a metaphor.
No, it's true. I wish we could use that as a. You know what? If your team loses, you know what? We fucked a pig this weekend.
You are Black Mirror episode 1.
You know what? Listen. Bottom line is, I tell everybody watch Black Mirror. Okay, it's on Netflix, and 7 minutes into the first episode, get in touch with Dave, me, the show, and you will. And don't watch if it's in the middle of the night. You will wake up.
And you know what? You know what's funny? Jimmy's 2 for 2. when it comes to like telling me to watch things, and I always used to like delay it. I'm like, I'll get to it. So once I finally did see Black Mirror episode, whatever, and once I did see the episode of the Chair Company, I now will stop everything I'm doing. If Jimmy texts me on a Wednesday afternoon, like, hey, you got to see this episode of this show right now. I'm like, all right, I'm doing it. Like, because I can't. Jimmy's 2 for 2, so I got to go.
The first episode of Black Mirror and episode 5 of the Chair Company, I put up. I don't even know. Like, who shot JR? Dallas? No. Well, episode 5, the girl did get shot, but
if you've never watched the Chair Company, by the way, very funny, interesting show. However, if you've never seen the end of episode 5, do yourself a favor. Make sure no kids are around.
No kids.
Just watch.
No wife. You watch it on your phone or your car.
Like in a corner, all tucked to the side. Don't
with the volume down low.
Volume down, right? But you know what the worst part is, Jimmy? I'm scrolling through the TV, like the guide, right, of like what's on last night, later in the night, and I see like Ebenezer Scrooge episode. I'm like, I'll never look at that shit the same.
I can't watch anything with Scrooge for the rest of my life.
Ruined.
An entire Christmas tale has been ruined by one shitty show.
Daddy, can you read this? Nope, not a shot will I read this.
Unbelievable. Also, which I can't wait to finish Black Mirror, because now holidays. I need to feel better about things in my life, so I'm gonna actually get back to Call the Midwife, and all will be good. Mm-hmm. Call the Midwife to me is just like I'm gonna watch like a Lawrence Taylor 24-hour documentary every play he's ever run. Also, the lottery tomorrow.
What's that up to?
It over, it's at 1.25 billion.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Gun to your head, right? Gun to your head.
If I win the lottery?
If you win the 1.2 billion, will you cancel this show and just go live a luxurious retired life?
No. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If I win the $1.25 billion,
do I get anything?
First thing I will do. The first thing I will do is go to your house and put up fucking shows. That's what I'll be doing. And I want you.
That's a lot of lights.
And then when your kids, there'll be more lights. Your kids are going to be like, Dad, tell them to stop, please. There's lights everywhere.
I can't see straight.
There'll be lights coming out of your ass, blinking with the remote. And they won't be permanent.
Man.
No, but I just read something which is funny. This is like our government's so weird. It's 1.25 billion, but you know what? By the time all said and done,
what's the take home?
It's like 300 million. That seems shitty.
Does that seem shitty? No, you know what?
Wait a minute, though.
Save it. I don't want your 300 million. Just get out of here. No, I'm done.
No, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, wait a minute, 1.25 billion, and I only get 300. It's like,
but and that's another thing. Where the fuck does that money go?
I don't. Where does it go? Our school system, I guess.
I don't know. School system. I'm sure. Yeah.
I used to always make
my kids eating grilled cheese right now. It's cool.
I used to make the joke that I want to do it divided by 30. So you make like $60 million a year. So I'll be 90. And someone said, no, they don't even do it that way. You make out way worse. But then again, it would be nice to have a check for $300 million, and you don't owe anybody anything except I got to go Walgreens and buy your lights. But that is, I will be playing that. I want $4.
You could buy Walgreens, the whole franchise. Just take
I will have a crew there. With lights around you. Your daughter's bed's gonna like float in the air down the hallways. So go play the lottery. If I win the lottery, we will do the show next week. If I win
just
the
next
lottery.
week.
Just next week, the season finale.
And then I tell you what, if Jimmy wins the lottery, there will be shows, but it's just going to be AI Jimmy and AI Dave. We are no longer doing the show.
I will. You know what? For that kind of money, I'll say, Dave, you know what? Fuck Chop Scoops.
$572 million cash option, chump change.
But then you got to pay taxes on it.
Yeah, I know.
And New Jersey.
Oh my God, my wife got a bonus for Christmas, and I was like, oh, cool.
And
she told me what it was supposed to be. I was like, oh, that's amazing. And then you see the deposit, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? Like, what happened?
I know. You gotta talk it over. That's the way it is.
What we're doing?
There's a 400 million. There's a 400 million to 1 odds of winning it, but
it's easy.
Yeah, that would be fun. I don't know. You know what? What would you do with the money? I would definitely do like all the boring investments, make sure people, friends and family are taken care of. I think
that's the easy stuff. You know,
take care
of it.
I would even give some money to my parish and all that wonderful things. But like,
would you give money to me?
I would give money to you.
That's what I needed to hear.
But there would be, you know what though? I would have a family meeting. And here's how I would do it. It's like, Dave, during a Cowboy game, I'm going to stop by to discuss what I'm going to give to you. And you have to, like, I'm going to stand in front of the flat screen. There's going to be all kinds of contingencies. You'll get this much if you wear a Giant shirt all week long.
I'll tell you what.
This much.
There is a price that I will agree to never possibly watch a Cowboys game again. But it's got to set me, my kids, and their kids up for generational wealth, and then I'll consider watching like fucking badminton or some shit for the rest of my life.
If I have the $300 million cash that I'm going to have after taxes, if I gave you $1 million, you can't watch a Cowboy game anymore
for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
for $1 million.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay, depends, but you have to answer that in front of your wife and your kids.
Oh, punch me dead in the face. If I even if I was like, well, like just
you know what? I'll tell you what. Yeah, that okay. Listen, you got to do something. So I won't put that on you. But you know what? I'll make you. You have to put my Christmas lights up next year. Which, by the way, it'll be like December 19th. Like, hey,
I'm gonna get some odd request. I'm gonna get. You got to put my Christmas lights up. You got to put my stem cell patches on my neck. I don't want to do that anymore. You got it. Like all this obscure bullshit.
We also have anybody who's ever commented on the show. We have to go visit them for the holidays.
well, it looks like Becky tuned in on the right day because now we got to go see Becky. Davester's millions.
Davester's millions. Oh my God, could you imagine? You have to hire accountants. You know, I'd be worried about someone like you got to be quiet about it and stuff. I'd be the worst.
I would say nothing. Like I would say nothing. Like there's no way.
Your entire life, one thing you have never done is say nothing.
No, I know. I would.
You would be good. Let me tell you,
throw the playbook out the window. I would never say. I would. You understand? If I won that, the one thing I would do, take my whole family with me. I would buy a cul-de-sac property. Buy all of my family members a house, right? In the cul-de-sac, build, just massive. And I want to go to fucking Wisconsin and just never see New Jersey or the tri-state area ever again.
You would be good for 2 weeks. You'd end up at a shitty bar. Some Ram fan will scream something out against the Cowboys. You'd be like, "Oh yeah, well I just wanted $300 million to love."
and then I'm jumped in the parking lot. I get it.
Yeah, I know. You got to get security. You got to get kids. Anyway,
one can dream. Anyway,
but you got to be in it. To win it. That's what. By the way,
now you can do it from your phone. So it's like
I was the voice of New York Lottery 1 year for 2 years. You know that?
You never know.
Look at that, Dave Sturcho with a quick 3.
Wait, that was you? That wasn't you.
Yeah.
You did the hey, you never know. How the fuck? All right.
Well, they learn how to do things like languages and all that. That was me.
Yeah, but like what? So like, all right, for instance, Deej cashed in on Budweiser, Miller Lite, or whatever, right?
National. Mine was only New York market.
Well, still, I figured that would do good. No,
my phrase was New York Lotto. How could I not know?
Made from the best stuff on earth.
No,
you cross brands there.
I forget what the hell it was. New York Lotto.
I know what it is.
Atrocious. No. It was. I did the spots where you go out and learn, like how to learn languages because you're going to travel the world. What did you just say? What phrase did you just use? Was it? It rang a bell.
Made from the best stuff on earth.
No. You just did a lottery ad 2 seconds ago.
Hey, you never know.
I think that was it.
Yeah, I mean that's been the motto forever. No.
Yeah, but
hey, you never know.
First one out of the backs, I looked like a Y.A. Tittle, but that was me.
Wow. All right. I'm going to have to go look that up.
This is a long show, and I'm
let's get out of here.
I'm disgusted that you didn't put the lights off. If you don't,
we're losing. We're going so long that the StreamYard's starting to say like, "Hey, you lost connection on certain places." So it's like, all right, gotta go.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Show number 248. Thanks, all my Patreon. We'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Have a good night and enjoy. Good night.